Welcome back to Herman Brothers Field in Palmer, Alaska. Dylan Simmons and Charlie Fellows on the call with you, and it's time to play some baseball. Yippee! It's the Mat-Su Miners and the Anchorage Bucs for the first time this season. We were originally supposed to meet the Bucs earlier on back on Wednesday, but that game got rained out, so we start off the season between these two here in Palmer. So we'll see if Duran can do something about that. His second at-bat for the Miners this season. This is a fly ball to right field, back towards the wall, and it's going to sit down in fair territory. A run's going to score. Duran will be taken out at second base, but a run will score for the Miners as it is Riker Scow coming home. RBI for Brandon Duran, and it's 1-0 Mat-Su here at home. That he was out of Sin City. Here's a chopper to the right side and unable to handle it for the moment as Ferry. A run's going to score. He does tag out Kelly, but the runner at third scores for Anchorage, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Pitch on the way. This is driven into left center field. Racing after it is Kerr, and he makes the catch. Runner comes home and will make it in time, and the Bucs have the lead on a sacrifice fly from Andrew Lamb.
If he could do the single part of that now, it would even up this game in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the offering from Gurnia. That's into left field, hit well. That's going to drop for a base hit and roll all the way to the wall. Scow is going to score without incident, and trotting into second base with a stand-up double is Brandon Duran. The Miners are in business. They've tied it back up 2-2. This is a segment as that's on the ground through the hole in right field for a base hit, rounding third and gonna try, no, he's gonna slip and have to run back to third. Now there's a runner stuck in no man's land, and this is gonna be a double play. No, did he sneak past? Oh, absolute chaos out on the base paths, and I think somehow nobody ended up getting out. Okay, I'm gonna reset that a little bit here. So what happened was, off the bat of Chase Wilcox, a single went into right field. Brandon Duran rounded third, was trying to score, but he slipped, and Kellen Strohmeyer didn't notice, so he was coming into third. They ended up at third at the same time. The throw came back into third, but Duran was able to dive in, and then Strohmeyer just kind of danced past the second baseman who was trying to cover, and no one else was covering second. And Yart can end it here, it being the inning, of course. That's hit weakly on the ground to third, scooping, throwing to first, but no play going to be made, and he wasn't paying attention. Got it to the catcher, but he wasn't able to hold on to the ball, so another run is going to score. That's in the dirt, stopped by Vaughn. Runner going to try to advance, but a better throw might have had him, and it got off the glove of Chase Wilcox, so a run is going to come around to score there. An unfortunate misplay by the third baseman, Chase Wilcox. That will be an unearned run, but a run nonetheless. A stolen base of third gets to fourth on the E5, and the Bucs have another run on the board. They trail now 6-3. Got jammed, hit on the infield to short, steps on second for one, on to first, but he throws it away. Oh, would have been an inning-ending double play, but instead 2 runs are going to come around to score, and now we've got some people confused on the base paths here, potentially. I think that was the runner who was going for second. That would have been Riley Hunsaker, who was running back down. I thought that maybe they were both going to end up at third base at the same time, so 2-run score. This is now a 6-5 ball game on a probably what should have been a double play, but a throwing error on the part of the shortstop, Don Patrizzi, results in 2 runs coming around, and Cole Carlon getting all the way to third. In future games, that one is hit up the middle to the shortstop, Patrizzi, a chance to atone, but he cannot. That one was a much harder play. Legging out that infield hit there was Eisenstadt, and the tying run thus comes into score. Cole Carlon, who was only there in the first place because of a Patrizzi error, now ties this game up 6-6. Payoff pitch from Luke Smith. That's hit into center field, going back on it, Drake Kerr, back, and that's going to drop down. That will score a run. The Anchorage Bucs take the lead. The throw comes into second, but not in time. A slide-in double for Will Burns, and it is a 7-6 ball game in favor of the visitors. Thrust into a much more consequential situation. That one gets away from Vaughn, and that will be another run. And advancing to first base on a wild pitch there was Andrew Lamb. So 8-6 now the score after a just disastrous top of the 6th inning for Mat-Su. And Kelly, the Bucs batted around last inning, so I was a little confused. That's hit well out to right field, going back, and that's going to be gone. A home run. Zane Kelly, the number 9 hitter in the Bucs rotation, just keeping the pain going on the part of the Anchorage Bucs. It is now 9-6 in the visiting team's favor.
To have their matchup. This is going to be a fair ball just inside the third base line. 1 run's going to score. The ball drifts all the way to the corner. The throw to third is not in time, and it's going to be a double. The Miners have brought it within 2 runs. That he does. Here's a high fly ball into right field. It's going to send Kelly back, but he's going to camp under it and make the catch. A run's going to come home, and it'll make it easily in time. The throw to third is not in time, and the Miners have brought it within 1 run on a sac fly from Kellen Strohmeyer. It's Chase Wilcox at the plate. Durand at third. Here is a bouncing ball. The second baseman can't handle it, throws to first. A run scores, and the Miners have tied this game. The big 2-2. Here's a liner right into right field, and that's going to be a fair ball. A run's going to score. Zane Kelly comes up huge again, as it was Nick Ferry who was unable to handle that baseball. It barely even looked like it was fair, but the call was made by the first base umpire. It deflected off the glove of Ferry, and it's a 10-9 game with the Bucs on top. Oh, this ball has popped up towards shallow center field, drifting towards the infield, and the ball is caught by the second baseman Powell, and that will do it. The Anchorage Bucs and the Mat-Su Miners their first loss of the season by a final score of 10-9 at Herman Brothers Field. A wild game, 19 combined runs, but this one belonged to the Pirates, and they make the Miners walk the plank today. But rest assured, there will be plenty more epic matches between these two foes.